So next, we're going to talk about the strengthening part with the movement. So a lot of times your knee pain happens is because you may have weakness surrounding the knee area. So one of the muscles that a lot of people are actually weak is actually their glute medius and also their glutes. And along that, the calf could be the contributor as well. But first, we're going to start with how to strengthening on the glute medius, which is the side of your bum or the side of your glutes. So first, you're going to start by folding the body to another side first. So if you look from the top position, how it's going to look like is your knee is going to be pointing forward and your feet and the toe is going to be pointing downwards. So you're going to create this mermaid shape, whereas the knee is pointing forward, knee is pointing down. So next thing you're going to do over here is you're going to choose to open up the knee, widen them up. Yes, when you open them up, make sure that you're feeling the glutes is on the outer side of it, is feeling the engagement. And you're going to go down and up. Okay, so a lot of times you can see people add on resistance by putting a bands on. If without the bands, you can feel free to do it by just holding them longer, and that will create more resistance. Okay, so that's how you're strengthening on the glute medius. Okay, so after you're talking about how to strengthening on the glutes, next we're going to talking about how to actually strengthening the calf alongside with the muscles that also could be potentially weak, which is the quads muscles. So all you need to do, if let's say you already have a knee pain that's very severe, I would encourage you to start with a chair. You can use the chair, the higher they are, the easier it is. So as for now, what you're going to do, you're going to sit down on top of the chair. Alright, the name of this exercise is what we call squat into tiptoe. So you're going to start by sitting down in a position, whereas the key here is important to make sure that when you sit down, the feet is actually dragging a little bit closer towards the chair. Alright, make sure your feet is not too away. Alright, make sure you're keeping them closing in. So what it's going to look like is your knee is going to point a little bit forward than usual. Alright, so what you're going to do next after this is you're going to make sure your body is tipped a little bit forward to apply much more forces on your quads, and you're going to stand back up and you're going to tiptoe. And you're going to tip down, you're going to sit back down, and you're going to go back up all together again. Yes, pretty much you just repeat the process. If you find this exercise too easy, obviously you can lower down the level of your box to make it harder, or you can hold on something heavier like a bottle or weights to increase the resistance of this. But again, if you're feeling any kind of a knee pain, make sure you validate your movement again to ensure that your knee is constantly pushing up, not closing in or not collapsing inwards. Okay, so this is how you do a box squat alongside with a tiptoe to strengthening on the calf.